Welcome Riverside students, we're happy to see you again. So students at Stanford at the D.school worked on the Wellbeing Toolkit today. So you'll hear from two teams. They started off with the Identity Toolkit you created, and Kieran sent us an updated version, and they're going to present their ideas. So we'll start off with the first team.
Hi students, my name is Jason.
I'm Virginia.
And we wanted to present to you a little bit of a well-being moderator that you can use to kind of make sure that you're balancing, kind of considering how your day is going. And what we're going to do is, this could be a computer application, could be a calendar, but essentially you go through and you take a look and you kind of write down what your goals for the short term are. If you want to learn to play the piano, want to learn to get good grades, learn to bike, and kind of do active things, short-term goals, and then you go through and you have your whole calendar set up here. This says what you have for each day, and so you pick a day and you go from there and you say what you have going on for that day, and then you could go through with each day and say whether you were happy doing that activity, sad, and then fill in the days as they come along. You can also use the bracelet of some sort to be able to show people whether or not you were happy at the same time. And then once you went into the individual screen, you could also take pictures about what you're doing right at the time, whether those are happy or sad, and all with your little camera phone. And then you would also be able to kind of go through, and once you have for future days, you could go through and say, okay, what are the open time slots that I have going on, and what are the recommendations that I have of things that make me happy and things that are focused on my goals, and so what should I fill in with my free time. So we hope you can use this to kind of help you kind of always think about balance and well-being going forward.
Yeah. Okay, hi Riverside students, my name is Frederick.
I am Toolkit.
And we really liked your ideas and your feedback about our questions, and we really got big as this one. We want to produce like a bus for you. It's actually called the Wellbeing Express. So you can actually hop on the bus, which is your bus, and you can produce something. You can either cook with your fellows, you can produce something, whatever ideas you have. We have a webcam so you can communicate. You can sit together and socialize about your projects. We have a library down here and video cameras so you can tape basically everything. We have computers, of course, down here, and toolboxes. So whatever you want to do, you can be social, productive, innovative, of course. You can have a big impact with this bus. We can drive around, collaborative, helpful. You be mobility, like you be mobile, and you have, of course, some fun, and you design something. So this is basically our Wellbeing Express, and we hope we have some fun with this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Leticia. I'm really excited to be working with you in developing this kit. I thought that well-being has a lot to do with identity, and since you guys already worked on a kit about identity, I thought you could actually create a tree that is your wellness tree. So you would have to create your tree, your own personal tree, and grow it, nourish it. So you would have to start with the roots, and the roots actually you would have to build based on your identity. Then you would have to have a pot and some soil and nourishment, and that nourishment will be the activities and your moods, and that's very personal. And the branches represent the future possibilities, so you would have to somehow create and grow and create new branches to think about how this wellness tree can grow.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Ever. I designed sort of transformed into a doll. I was kind of thinking like a collage where the student would kind of first envision what they like about themselves currently and what they want to be respected for, and also put in ideas about what they aspire to be. And so for like this example, really quickly, I thought of this maybe as a school color, so that was like education, and on the back it was numbers because I really like math. So that was kind of the idea I was going for.
So then I kind of elaborated on this idea, like to give some sense of what the kids feel right now. I think that we could start with this doll, which kind of symbolizes what the kids are and what they want to be, And then they could also add something to the doll that would change every day to sort of say what they feel like and how they want other people to react to it. So I thought that maybe we could have a piece of paper. Okay, just think that this is not the number ones that we showed before, but like kids would put something on this. It is a piece of paper with some kind of little drawing or some kind of expression of what they feel like. And they would also have a few colored sticks that they could take every day and either tie to the doll or tie to their arms like a bracelet, and that would symbolize what they want other people to do for them, given their sensation. Like it could be something like, I'm sad and I want you to leave me alone. So this would say I'm sad, and like one color of this would be like, just don't talk to me and leave me alone. But they could use another color and sort of say, I would like you to come and talk to me and try to make me feel better, or something like that. Or it could be like, I'm happy and I kind of want to share that happiness, or something like that, or I'm proud of myself. So yeah, that's it.
Great, thank you.
Building off of what you created in your identity toolkit, a module called Legacy, the team member created this prototype, which is a physical representation of your legacy. So you can write up your legacy and put it in the bottle, as a message in the bottle, and send it off to someone to find your legacy and be inspired. So this is one idea. And another idea is sort of an artist tool. So you have different paints and you have a paintbrush, and so depending on your lesson, for example, if you're studying rainforest, you can paint a painting or a mural kind of explaining what you have learned and what your feelings are about this rainforest. And it could be a history lesson or some other lessons, so sort of an artistic representation of what you learned in the classroom. So this and the legacy in a bottle.
Great.
First prototype idea is a booklet, and this booklet has stories of possible mentors. People, and here it says the booklet's called Mentors Awaits You, and here it talks about the jobs and roles people have played in their past. So in this booklet you'll see astronauts, teachers, the inventor of glue, the past CEO of Coca-Cola, etc., to get you excited. And then when you open up the book, you'll see a big picture of someone, and this person will say his name, what his job used to be. He used to be an astronaut, and his age, and it'll give a very short story of what he did throughout his life. And you'll have contact information, and you could write a letter to him. I noticed that at Riverside, you guys write letters to your principal, you write letters to your teachers, parents, etc., etc. Now you could write teachers to people who have done possibly things that you want to do and get their advice. This is a tool, a timeline tool to where you plan out your future. It could be something that begins on paper, where you draw a line and you map out for example, at age 22, I want to go to college, and you just list out the possible college you're thinking about, and then you could add more details to a certain college where it would say about, I don't know, like how much would it cost to go to school, what kind of professors do you want to take or learn from, or maybe like a location you want to go to in the world. And you could do like many different versions, to where you could do a very detailed one or a very simple one with less details.
Tell us about the challenge, the feedback that someone gave you about this.
So one of the challenges is if it's too detailed, someone may get overwhelmed by seeing all the stuff you need to do, as well as you may feel a little bit constrained after you write it down that this is something you have to get done. But it doesn't have to be that way. We need to come up with revisions to this prototype where you don't feel overwhelmed or constrained. But it's basically a planning tool, so that you can see that if you want to go to Harvard or some great school, that you'll know what you possibly should get done to get there. This one's a little bit technical, but for those of you who have access to the internet or on Facebook, I wanted to do a makeover of how Facebook presents your friends. Right now it presents your friends in a list, but this is a website to where your friends appear in a picture box, and they're attached to a wheel to where you can spin this wheel around, and as your friend appears to the top, there's a short animation to where your friend Jim will like wave to you and smile and say hello, and you can either click on him to go to his profile,
Hi to Riverside. Hi.